everybody, it is Osiris with 15 Minutes to Show. So you know we always like to do it live. So before I read a little bit from the book Lita, okay, I am just going to tell you why my face looks like this. So tonight, our lovely studio here at Nirvana, we're going to go downtown and celebrate Dia de los Muertos, which means in English, the Day of the Dead. Now, just a little bit of history. Dia de los Muertos started as partly in Mexico, so a lot of people with Mexican heritage or are interested in Mexican tradition celebrate this festival once a year, every year from October 31st to November 2nd. So Noviembre 1 de Noviembre 2. They celebrate. So I speak Spanish. I grew up in Texas, just so you know. But I am going to translate just a little bit so I won't mess up anyone's name or do anything wrong. So after I read an excerpt from the book, we're going to run over to the festival and we'll be right back. So we're going to read from my book. Now, last time we spoke about the book, I talked about my encounter with Purple Master Prince. Of course, it was interesting. I think we also talked about Subject to Change, Cree Summers Band. They were all the Black and Blue Club. So I had been in LA for I got here, 1981? And just those of you that are coming to the city now, maybe in the last 5 years, it ain't nothing going on compared to what it used to be. In 1981, we had 1981, we had the Speakeasy, we had the Red Apple Club, it was so many things to do here in terms of entertainment. It's like way diluted now compared to what it used to be. So it took 35 years for me to like LA. I loved Hollywood, but I hated LA. It just seemed like Hollywood and LA didn't fit together. Like Hollywood was its own separate entity, and LA was just kind of like this kind of actually rural kind of city. I will tell you that, and I'm speaking from living here almost 40-something years now, going in and out of the city, back and forth to other countries. So it was something incomprehensible to most people. If you don't live in Hollywood and you're looking at Hollywood from the outside through television or whatever, it looks like a whole different thing. But Hollywood is actually one street in Los Angeles County called Hollywood Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard. Those two boulevards are what make up what we call Hollywood. So a lot of the businesses are in that area, or a lot of the entertainment companies, particularly attorneys, some of the entertainment record labels are off Sunset. You know, you had Soul Train, Don Cornelius, who was around at that time. He was off of the, Sunset Boulevard. A lot of the big bands played at the Whiskey A Go-Go. I mean, it was just everywhere. I think I saw Michelle Indigo-Ocello for the first time at the Whiskey A Go, and it was so nice. So everything was really bumping. But that's basically the crust of Hollywood. Everything else is LA County. So if you can stay hungry and fame finds you, there is the promise of a lingering residue that follows until time eternal, which makes Hollywood a great place to be. The young, the old, and the in-between are left for instantaneous categorizing should they fall through the cracks. What makes Los Angeles unique in its position on a global scale and what gives it legs to stand on is Hollywood. Now, for those of you reading this, you don't live here, have never been here, and are only going on what you see and hear on television, or unless you came here, lived a while, or whatever. Or you're going on what you read or heard in the news, yak about on social media, or share opinionated conversations with absolutely no facts and no information at all. So let's take a step backwards real quick and talk about the old Hollywood and the new Hollywood. So like I said, when I got on the scene I got here in 1981. It was really hot in LA. Every summer was like 90 degrees. There were hardly any winters at all. The winters, a lot of people had swimming pools because the weather was so hot year round. It's changed a lot since the 80s. So there's a big heaving of sorts going in the industry. Hip hop had just begun to make its mark on the charts, and R&B was alive and well. Anybody was on the West Coast, even it was only for a weekend. The Bel Lodge Hotel, like I said, the Red Apple, the Speakeasy, and the Catch. Hi everybody, it's Osiris, the 15 Minutes of Show, and as promised, we are out live at Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. It's a traditional Mexican heritage celebration. So lots of people here, as you can see, with their families and their friends. A lot of it is, we don't want to look at dead as seeing like someone passed away, or more so than what they left behind. Their memories, their stories, all of the fun that people have when they get together in family festivals such as this one. So we're going to walk a little bit. We're going to meet some of the talent here tonight. It's being held by the Los Angeles City Council. Hey everybody, it's me again, Osiris, 15 Minutes of Show. We are now in front of the 24th Street Theater at Hoover and 24th, around 25th as well. And as you can see, there are lots of people really excited about celebrating this wonderful Mexican heritage celebration called Dia de los Muertos. So again, it's not all about people that have crossed over, people that were close to you. It's about their stories, the memories of their lives, the sharing of family, food, and friends. So we're going to talk a little bit more about what's going on. We are waiting so far tonight. El Chinelos, which is an Aztecan performance group, has performed. A Sol de Fuego will be performing. And so if you are out and about and want to have some fun to do on a Monday night, come on through and celebrate Dia de los Muertos with us here at 15 Minutes to Show. The festival is going on for 16 years. Now, one reason there are so many people out here, not that there isn't always a big excitement about the festival, is because of COVID-19. Everyone hasn't seen each other in a couple of years, so it makes it even more special. Now, I've always wanted to come. We're here with 15 Minutes to Show, so we wanted you to tell us more about this beautiful celebration and what it means to you.
It's been growing over the years,
okay,
but the feeling of it's always been the same. It was supposed to be an authentic Dia de los Muertos
celebration,
kind of really Mexican style, the way they do it in Mexico.
Yeah.
So our associate artistic director is from Mexico, so he really puts all the all the finishing touches on everything to make it up.
That's
close. Yeah.
If I didn't get it
the
close,
Aztec
please.
Dancing,
they are an Aztec dancing group and absolutely unbelievable. I mean, some of the movements they were making. And for those of you that really like, Mexican tradition and the food and everything, this is somewhere you really want to be tonight. I mean, it goes from, like I said, in the beginning, it goes from October 31st to November 2nd, and it's done annually, but because of COVID, makes it even more special because a lot of these people haven't seen each other in a couple of years, so we're really excited to be out tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to see everybody out again.
So how are you guys doing? How's the theater coming along in COVID?
Theater's been doing okay. We switched to online mostly, so we do a lot of school programs.
Okay.
So we were able to do that stuff online. So yeah, we've done okay. And we just brought our kids back into our after-school program in the last couple of months.
Okay.
Now we have our next show. Our live show will be in March at the Wallace in Beverly Hills.
Oh wow!
And then running here after the Wallace.
The Wallace, Annenberg and Beverly Hills.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
That's a nice venue. So for those of you who have never been to the Wallace Annenberg Theater, it's very, very nice, very beautiful inside. And it's nice to know that everything is still open.
It is.
So how are we planning around what we're going to be doing about this festival in the event that another COVID attacks? What's going to happen? Or have you all thought about that? Or
Last year when we had COVID, we did a digital version of this. So we produced
How did it go on the digital?
Interviews from Mexico. We went to East LA, to Mariachi Plaza and interviewed people. So we did a lot of stuff in that hour. Had a 10-minute original play about altar building.
Right.
So, we can do it online if we need to, but this is really the way you need to celebrate.
Where are the cemeteries and all of the things like that? These are the actual cemeteries over there?
In our parking lot.
Okay.
There's two different areas over in the median over there.
Okay, these are the cemeteries, everyone. What about the talent? Are the talent volunteers? Did they volunteer for the festival? Did they volunteer this year?
We paid the band.
Okay, well.
A lot of volunteers out here, though.
Yeah. Just so you know, for COVID, people are being really safe out here. I am unmasked because I can't speak to the mask. You can't really hear me because of the music. It's so loud. We want to thank Jay McAdams of the 24th Street Theater once again for hanging out with us and giving us some important information on the Dia de los Muertos Festival. Now, just so you know, he did say they wanted to do it authentic Mexican style. And so the owner of the theater is Mexican, you said? Or the owner of the festival?
Our associate artistic director.
The associate artistic director of the theater kind of oversees the festival and wanted to do it as authentic as possible. So this is going to be as good as it gets for a Dia de los Muertos celebration in the city of Los Angeles.
Premios de la rifa, así que vayan allí a la tienda de campaña, al techito ese que ven ahí, el toldo, donde dice First Stadium.
Everybody, once again, we are just coming to the end of the beautiful celebration for Dia de los Muertos. We had a lot of fun. You'll be singing on our blog as well as 15 Minutes to Show. So it is an annual celebration again. Because of COVID-19 last year, they didn't have the celebration, I believe, for a couple of years now. But like we spoke to Jay McAdams, who is the executive director of the 24th Street Theater here on 24th and Hoover. So if you're still hanging out, it shuts down right at 10, I believe, so you can still come out. There's plenty of food left, still some entertainment going, and people are just kind of having a good time. It's nice to be out on a Monday night, especially a Monday night, when there's normally and usually not much going on. We wanted to thank our USC Pharmacy, our USC School of Pharmacy, and the Health Fair registration for coming out and providing free vaccinations for COVID-19. So again, if you're in the area, you want to come by, grab some food, listen to some good music, just hang out and chill because you don't want to be at home by yourself, or do you want to be at home with the people you're with? And just come out and say hi and speak to everybody, get some food. Also come out and get some free vaccinations from the USC Medical Center I believe it's the Kedrick Clinic, I'm not sure. But anyway, it is one of their clinics that were so nice to come out and volunteer their time to help us solve the COVID problem and keep us all safe and healthy. It's been another 15 Minutes to Show. Just so you know, again, this is a celebration of Dia de los Muertos celebration. And just so you know, we are all about doing things live. So come out to join our channel. Don't forget, you know you want to, 15 Minutes to Show. We'll see you next time. Bye.